If you've been thinking about remodeling your home but were maybe sitting on the fence, a new program unveiled by the City of Coon Rapids may help you make those remodeling dreams come true. An incentive of up to $5,000 is available to homeowners who tackle large remodeling projects of their homes. It's all part of the Home for Generations 2 project. Steve Erickson has more of the details.
Thanks, Steph. The city completed its 5th remodel in the Home for Generations program last year. Now we're about to embark on a 2nd phase of the program. Joining me now to talk more about that is Kristen DeGrand, the neighborhood coordinator for the city. Thanks for being here, Kristen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about what the Home for Generations program is for people that are not familiar with it.
Okay. Well, several years ago, the City Council decided to start this program, the Home for Generations program. And what it was meant to do is really kind of take advantage of the housing economy and where we were at the time in 2008. Obviously, housing values were depressed. We had a lot of foreclosures, and we were just trying to, take advantage of that, really make an opportunity of that. So what we did is the HRA, the Housing and Redevelopment Authority, bought a handful of homes. We remodeled those homes and then showcased them to the public. We had before, during, and after open houses inviting the public in so they could come and tour the houses and really see what these homes looked like. During construction, we used some really innovative remodeling ideas, really helping to motivate private homeowners to get ideas on what they could do to their homes.
All right, and in all you did 5 homes, and these were all different housing stock?
Right, yes, we did 5 homes over the course of 4 years, and we did pick homes that were not only foreclosed and vacant, but also that did represent the true feel of Coon Rapids. We did pick homes that were very traditional. So we had 2 ramblers, 2 split levels, and then a 1.5-story house that we did remodel.
All right, so those 5 are completed. I think I read 8,000 people attended those open houses.
Yes, it was very popular.
Yeah, so now we're moving into phase 2 here. It was recently approved by the City Council. I guess just an overview, what is phase 2 of the program?
Well, phase 2 is kind of shifting gears. I mean, we still want to take or keep with the premise of the program in terms of investing in our aging housing stock, but we're really changing the focus to be from the city doing that work to homeowners doing that work. 2012 was a great year for housing values. The housing values are starting to go up. There's a lot more, I think, confidence in what people are willing to invest in their homes. And so we're giving people incentives to do their own large remodels in their house. So what Home for Generations Phase 2 will be a variety of different incentives to help them to do those really large remodels at their own house.
All right, this will be architectural and design assistance, rebates of up to 50% of the building permit fees, and incentive grants to homeowners. Those are the main components of the program?
Correct, yes.
All right. Who is eligible to participate in phase 2 of this program?
It's really meant for any homeowner in Coon Rapids. So the house that you live in needs to be your primary place of residence. It needs to be homesteaded. There is no income limit, so that's great. So really, again, it really is for any homeowner in the city, whether or not you just bought your house or if you've lived there 20 years.
There is an age requirement for the program. The homes that go through this program need to be at least 20 years old.
What we're trying to do through this program is to encourage people to do projects that are $35,000 and higher, so really large remodeling projects.
All right, so what home improvements are eligible?
The types of home improvements that are eligible, I mean, it really goes across the board. Anything would be eligible as long as the homeowners meet certain requirements. And part of that would be they have to either be adding on living space to the property, to the house. So whether that means actually building an addition or converting a space that previously had not been livable space, like an unfinished basement or an attic, or converting a garage into livable space, adding a 3-season porch, those types of projects that add living space. Or they need to be repurposing their existing space. So for people who went to our open houses through the phase 1, we did a lot of moving of walls. So moving and changing the layout of the existing home. So they either need to be adding space or reconfiguring the walls and the rooms, the uses of the rooms for their existing home. And then in addition to that, meeting that at least $35,000 project amount.
All right, and part of the process of part of Home for Generations Phase 2 is this component with architectural and or design assistance. Can you talk a little bit about what that is?
Well, the city feels it's really important to encourage our residents to have really good design. And so we want to provide a big discount to design assistants and architectural assistants to homeowners so that they have the opportunity to meet, sit down and meet with these people, these professionals, again, whether or not they're a designer or just or if they are an architect, to get more ideas, to think through what their projects will be, to maybe get some ideas they wouldn't have otherwise thought of. And then from there, develop what their scope of work will be, what their plan will be for remodeling, and then start working and bidding out with contractors and starting the process. But we do want to encourage people to have really good design and think through the different options for their home.
All right, and now when you do any sort of project like this or a remodel, you do have to get a permit to do that. There is a building permit process that's built into this to sort of give some money back in that process.
Right. One of the incentives through the program is rebating homeowners 50% of the value of their building permits. And so we figure that, obviously once people pull permits for their work, go through, get their work done, whether it's by a contractor or do it yourself, and then at the end of that project, once they do final out and get their final inspections and their building permits signed off on by the building department, then we would rebate the homeowner up to 50% of the cost of or the value of their building permits. And I think at that point, being that it's the end of the project, it'd be a really great opportunity for people to use that kind of slush fund or that extra money as, for buying appliances or carpeting or things that normally come in at the end of a project. So I think that'll be a really great incentive for homeowners.
Kristen, let's talk a little bit about the incentive grant portion of this program. That's one of the main components.
Yes. The incentive grant is kind of the big chunk of the incentive for people to go through this program. We do want to give incentive to homeowners to do these large projects. And so what the incentive grant is that for people who are doing projects that encourage or that include exterior elements, whether it's adding upgrades of stone or brick or on the outside of their home or constructing columns on the other side of their front door or building a covered front porch or something that really allows the community, the neighborhood to also benefit from that project. We want to encourage that type of design. Obviously, investing in the inside of your home is great for you, but your neighbors don't get to really benefit from that. So for homeowners that are including those exterior elements to their project, we want to give them a larger incentive. So for people that are doing the remodeling project and include at least 2 or more exterior upgrades to the outside of their home, we're giving up to 10% of the value of their project with a maximum of $5,000 as a grant to the homeowner after the work is done. Now we understand that some projects may not include exterior improvements, or some homeowners are not able to do exterior improvements like townhome owners. Then for those projects, the incentive grant would be an equivalent of 5% of the value of their project up to $2,500.
Okay, now previously these homes were all unoccupied. Obviously with this phase of the program, they will be occupied. How will you document the process so other people can see what's happening?
Well, the open houses were hugely successful through phase 1, and residents love going through and seeing other remodeling ideas. So we want to continue to do something like that in phase 2. So what we do plan to do is to have CTN help us out with documenting with video some of these remodeling projects and then having them available either on CTN or the city website. We also do want to host a Coon Rapids home remodeling tour, probably starting in 2014, where we would encourage and invite some of the homeowners that go through this program to showcase their project for an afternoon, perhaps in the springtime, to invite residents to come out and see those remodeling projects and get motivated themselves. We also will want to have other resources available on our website, just like a photo book of other remodeling ideas.
All right, well, we've gone through quite a bit of information here today on this program. If people want to learn more about the Home for Generations Phase 2, all they need to do is log on to the city's website and they'll be able to find the application forms right there?
Correct, yes. They should be available in April. And if they have any other questions, they can certainly call me directly. My phone number is 763-767-6517.
All right, Kristen. Well, we appreciate your time today, and thanks for being here today, and we hope everyone out there takes advantage of this program.
Homeowners looking to remodel can use their own financing options or get financing through the Coon Rapids Mortgage Assistance Foundation. Low fixed interest rates are available. Again, for more information on the program, head to coonrapidsmn.gov or call 763-767-6517.